Sanjay Lazar, Surjit Panesar there saying that he's very unhappy with the report. He feels it's been written before the crash. That's the kind of language used. There is no kind of detailing. Is that a view that you also infer with? Also, how will we sort of know what happened with that fuel switch? Because that really now seems to be a mystery. We've seen the rat earlier. We've seen, of course, the dual engine failure theory. But this fuel switch is something which suddenly has been talked about since the last 24 hours, last 36 hours actually now. How will we know what actually happened with the switch and why it was switched off?
Uday, I'll correct you. The fuel switch has been spoken of since Tuesday in the Air Chronicles by John Ostrower, who said the investigators were looking into it. This is my point. Captain Panesar is right. Obviously, American media was discussing this way before it was released in India, and it's on my Twitter. It's on social media. You can see it. The Wall Street Journal disclosed this 27 hours before our report was even made public. So
that would raise your eyebrows, is what you're saying.
Of course, it's shocking. It's shocking. And in fact, the Wall Street Journal even goes so far to say, as there was a difference of opinion between the AAIB and the NTSB threatened to walk out. And they did leave 2 days before the report was made public, 2 or 3 days. How convenient is it that the US media had reports of this on social media and on their videos? It's still on. That's one part. The second part, Panesar is right. There is no 787 rated pilot on this committee. There's in fact no pilot, from what I understand. So, if you don't have somebody qualified. The third thing which the other guest, Admiral O.P. Tiwari sir said, was about the 2018 FAA circular. You didn't check it because it was not mandatory. What about the 2022 circular? There was a 2022 mandatory directive, 2nd May 2022, which was dealing with the fire switch, which said clearly, please check because FOD, foreign object disturbance, based on the fire switch, could cause this inadvertent deployment of this switch, the fuel switch. It was a shocking revelation. So there's lots that leaves much to be desired. I also want to wonder why the AAIB had to give a clean sheet to Boeing and GE when it's only a preliminary report. You yourself are saying that we've still got a lot of digging to do. You're talking of waiting for the final report, the minister says. Does he know how long a final report takes? Please look back at the last 3 crashes in this country. One has taken more than a year and a half. One has had to get extension. Captain Panesar is very well aware. He was head of flight safety. He knows he's an expert in this. So obviously, there's more than meets the eye here. That's why the correct call for a judicial probe. In fact, I have sent out a call to all the pilot associations and unions to get together and file a public interest litigation. This should be made transparent. I'm not saying that A is not at fault or B is not at fault.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.